My name is Nida Manurung. I really love to talk about things like life stories of some inspiring public figures. Why? Because we can learn a lot from them. So on this occasion, I'll talk about a public figure or an artist called Ayu. We'll find out what interesting stories she's been through in her darkest hour. That she could be a great girl so far, and we'll see what we can learn from her story. I've divided my talk into 3 parts. First of all, I'll tell you a bit about her sad childhood. Secondly, I'll tell you how she succeeded in a time when her family was very poor, and interesting stories made her famous. And the last one, I'll explain how she woke up even though she had just started and became a wealthy and successful artist. Okay, so who is she? Her name is Lee. You can call her Ayu. She's very popular in South Korea, even among the idols. But did you know that she had an interesting life story? Okay, so let's discuss her. I'll start with Ayu's sad childhood. Born in 1993 into a wealthy family, Ayu at first had a happy early childhood. However, from the 5th grade of elementary school, the family was completely ruined by the debt guarantee of her mother. From then on, her parents were constantly busy paying these debts off. And eventually, she grew up with her grandmother. But due to various circumstances, Ayu and her younger brother stayed in a relative house for a while. One day, one relative came home drunk, saw the sleeping Ayu and her brother, and he said, "Are they still not gone? Does she really think she can be a singer?" But Ayu didn't sleep at all that night. She listened to everything he said, and this experience made her promise to be successful at all costs. After she was successful as a singer, she said about this time, "Nothing seems to be as difficult as poverty." At that time, I felt that poverty also separates me from my loved ones, even tears families apart. And this difficult experience at such a young age turned her to an adult soon. Then I'll go on to her dream on 2007. Her dream of becoming a singer resulted from an experience in middle school. When she was in middle school, she sang at the opening of the sports competition. Being there on that stage, she felt happiness instead of being nervous and decided to become a singer. So she went to more than 20 auditions to become a singer, but all of this failed. After failing dozens of auditions, she eventually became a trainee at Lowen Entertainment. But the joy of her debut was short because she did fall for scammers at this point. They said, "If you pay, you can appear on TV, I'll organize your debut." And she was cheated out of thousands of dollars. This situation about lost money affected her particularly more because her grandmother earned it by selling accessories on the street. After her grandmother found out that Ayu had been ripped off, Ayu's grandmother calmed her down, gave her $50 and said to her, "Eat something delicious." In this way, Ayu's grandmother became the most meaningful and valuable person in her life. Ayu once described her grandmother like this, "If it weren't for my grandmother, so much in my life would have been different." Next, I'll go on to her debut. After many hurdles and difficulties, she finally made her debut in 2008. And her real name, Lee, was so common that the agency decided to use the stage name Ayu. At that time, the Korean music industry was already dominated by idols, so she assumed that she too would make her debut as an idol. But since her voice is so outstanding and she's blessed with an amazing musical flair, the agency decided that it would be better to have her perform as a solo artist. That's why she made her debut as a solo artist rather than an idol. Finally, she had her debut in 2008 at the age of 16 with the song called Mia, which means lost child. The agency gave her a serious and sad song to highlight her musicality, but that plan failed miserably. Her songs didn't get much attention, and reporters didn't even know her name. There was even a news article like "Rookie Singer Mia's Song Ayu," not Ayu's new song Mia. Like this, people showed no interest in her. But however, she didn't give up, and thanks to her endless efforts. Next, to the top. Finally, in 2010, she released the song "Good Day," and this song made her a top star in no time. At that time, the song created the so-called Ayu syndrome, and even got in the news, and she earned the title of National's younger sister. However, a year later, she achieved great results again. When her second album, You and I, was released in 2011, her songs were in all of the top 10 Korean music chart. At that time, IU dominated the Korean music industry, which was actually dominated by idol groups, and thus established herself as a talented musician. Next, start to act. In Korea, popular idols are often cast in dramas in order to get more attention. The acting skills of idols are sure to receive more attention and criticism. However, from the point of view of the production team of a drama, casting idol is a good opportunity for the drama to attract more attention, regardless of the love from fans or criticism from haters. And thanks to her enormous popularity, IU started acting at an early age in her career, when she was only 19. Therefore, she made her debut as an actress in 2011 with the drama Dream High. With that drama, she made a successful debut as an actress. Next, she is a warm person. What does that mean? There are roughly 37 members of the IU team, including managers, coordinators, the dance team, and bodyguards, who have worked with her for more than a decade. Even when it comes to the contract extension with her agency, she is always the first to suggest an improvement in the working condition for her IU team, such as an employment guarantee, salary increases. That means she not only takes good care of herself, but also of her people. She also started donating, assist paying off all of her parents' debts 3 years after her debut. Then, this is about her self-hate. But even IU, who always looks bright and happy, has a dark shadow that follows her everywhere. She has been hearing for some time from senior singers and also from the public that they somehow feel a dark shadow on her. And she always said, "It's okay," but it wasn't at all. The hardship of her childhood had a huge impact on her entire life, resulting in low self-esteem. She also often said, referring to her popularity, "It won't last forever and one day it will be gone. I'm an overrated singer." And the last one, what we can learn from her story. She suffered a lot and openly showed the ups and downs in this process of overcoming her past and shadows. IU is a person who has shown that no person can be perfect, but everyone can improve. She improved her musicality, acting skills, even her personality until now. I hope she can continue to communicate well with her fans and become IU, who can be more active in various fields.